Oh, please tell me more stories about Jesus today, won't you? Yes, sir, I will. Great. I do hope you don't foul this one up as badly as last time. The Sermon on the Mount. Yes, geez, I thought we were going to get some divine wisdom or something beyond the scattershot ramblings y'all actually came up with. No worries, sir. We're going to make it up to you by including a ton of morality tales in this one. Morality tales, eh? Yes, we're going to call them the parables of Jesus. All right. Give me an example of one of these parables. Okay, there's this one we call the parable of the mustard seed. Go on. So Jesus is talking to the people and he explains to them that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. Okay. Now, mustard seeds are the tiniest of all seeds. Are they? Yes. Aren't orchid seeds far tinier? Don't worry about it. Okay, I won't. And yet, despite its small size, when a man plants a mustard seed, it becomes the largest of garden plants and becomes a tree so that the birds come and perch in its branches. Mustard plants grow into small bushes about 2 feet tall. So, if Jesus is God in the flesh, shouldn't he be getting these simple details right? I guess so. Whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, there you go. Pardon me? That's the parable. What? That was it? Yes. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that grows into a large tree because some guy plants it. Well, yeah, it's an allegory for growing the faith. That's a pretty useless allegory. Well, we've got others. Oh boy. Like right after this we do the parable of the leaven. And how does that one go? The kingdom of heaven is like yeast that a woman took and mixed into about 60 pounds of flour until it worked all through the dough. And that's it. What? That's it. Heaven is like 60 pounds of flour with yeast in it. Well, it sounds kind of stupid when you put it like that. If the shoe fits. Maybe I'm just not getting this. Is it supposed to be like a haiku? A what? Heaven is like dough, 60 pounds of it plus yeast. Work it in there good. It's not supposed to be a haiku. Okay. Jeez. So what is the point of these? They're supposed to be illustrations of how big things can come from small beginnings. I can think of a lot better ways to do that besides telling dumb stories full of botanical inaccuracies and institutional scale bread recipes. Okay, so maybe those aren't the best ones. Let me see what else we came up with. Here's a spicy one. The parable of the 10 virgins. Oh, wow. Yeah, we all got a charge out of this one. Tell me more. The kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. One bridegroom gets 10 virgins? That does sound heavenly. And 5 of them are wise and have plenty of oil for their lamps, but 5 of them are foolish and do not. Well, 5 of them have lamps. Surely that's enough illumination for the evening. Well, for some reason it's not, we decided. I mean, this guy sounds like he's in for a hell of an evening. Does he even need any lamps at all? Sure he does. Don't you like to see what's going on? That's quite a visual you're painting here, so yes I do. This isn't supposed to be about all that, honestly. It's not about the nookie? I don't think so. You've got 10 virgins and a groom. What else would it be about? I feel like I'm losing the plot here. Just tell the rest of the parable. Okay. So, the girls have to wait a long time for the groom to show up, and they use a lot of their oil in the meantime. Couldn't they have been making do with just one lamp? They could, but they're not gonna. Well, okay then. And when the groom finally shows up around midnight, the 5 foolish virgins are out of oil. And the other 5 share their extra oil with the girls who ran out. No, they won't. They tell them to go buy more. So, what aspect of heaven are these girls symbolic of? For example, what part of heaven is represented by 5 foolish virgins? Oh, please don't think about this too hard. And what part is represented by the 5 supposedly wise ones who won't share? And couldn't just 1 or 2 of the foolish girls make the oil run so that the other ones can stay with the rest? Look, sir, I'm going to need you to get all the way off my back about the plot holes in this parable or we're never going to get anywhere. Sure, let me get off that holy thing. I see what you did there. Oh, I'm so clever. Great. So, the 5 foolish girls go to town to buy more oil, but by the time they get back, the groom basically shuts the door in their faces. Oh, he's turning down 5 additional luscious virgins? You said you'd get off my back, sir. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, what'd you think about that one? What the hell was that supposed to mean? Something about being ready for the time Jesus returns, I think. Huh. Honestly, we all got a little excited and flustered when we started talking about the virgins. Isn't it going to be hard to spin a story about 10 virgins and one lucky groom into an allegory about being ready for the return of our Messiah? Actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Oh, yes. A big part of this whole parable thing is that we're going to strongly encourage people to make up whatever meaning they like with their fevered imaginations. Oh, arbitrarily assigning religious meaning to goofy parables is tight. Yeah. Anything else you want to share today? Yeah. This one isn't a parable, but it does show a nice side of Jesus' personality. Okay. So Jesus is teaching one day when an adulterous woman is brought before him. Uh-oh. And the people want to stone her to death. As well they should, my man. Well, Jesus isn't on board for that, we decided. Jesus is on record as saying, not one jot or tittle is to be removed from the law until all is fulfilled. Hey, shut up. So rather than condemn her, he just starts writing something in the dirt with his finger. What does he write? We haven't decided yet, but the top contender is, I'm just going to change the law whenever I damn well please. Sassy, I love it. Thanks. Definitely put that in there. I will. So while he's writing this, he tells the people, let he who hath not sinned cast the first stone. Huh. And how do they respond? Everyone wanders off until it's just Jesus and the woman standing there, and Jesus tells her to go and sin no more. You know, I was looking forward to a good stoning scene, but I kind of like this. Awesome. Yeah, it's so weirdly different from the usual barbarism our backwards culture typically practices in these ancient times. I hate it when you do that. I think you might be onto something. Something that's more, I don't know, more sophisticated. Yeah, and then we have Jesus go more enlightened. Yeah, and then we have Jesus and No, let's just stop there. You've given us quite a nice high note to finish on for once. Let's not spoil. But there's just this one more awesome thing we have. And then Jesus invents hell. God damn it.